So for part 2, I moved most of the stuff. I left some of the stuff that I'm not sure where to put it at. So if you watched part 2, or yeah, you're watching part 2. If you watched part 1, you've seen this Tootsie Toy Chrysler, but that's where we left off. So I'll show it again. I explained the Chicago 24 in the other video. And this is a Tootsie Toy, as you can see. Some of these said Tootsie Toy on the tires. Some of them did not. This one does not. I don't think these have a really designated scale. They were just, most of them that were this size, whether they were a Jeep or an El Camino or a Chrysler like this one. And then in this Huntington Bank box, we have some smaller Tootsie Toys and a Lesney truck, very much like the old dilapidated one that sits on my table, that was hiding a picture of a cactus that I have no idea why is there in the first place, but at some point that must have been relevant to something. But anyway, since I pulled that out first, why don't we look at the pipe truck first? I've never had the chance to have one of these pipe trucks without paying a handful of money for it that had all the pipes with it. So I'm very excited about that, and all these pipes go together. I think they're the right pipes for this truck too. Are we missing any, or is that it? Yeah, we are. I mean, I know we're missing some, but I thought maybe it was missing one. It may supposed to have 4 on there. Those are the only ones in this box. But 4 out of the 6, or yeah, 4 out of the 6. There's not 6 on here. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7 of the 8 that's supposed to be on here. That's pretty good. I guess if there's 4 on the bottom and 4 on the top, that would be 8. My brain's not working. Let's dump these off of here for just a second. And you can see, these are the same truck. This one's just in a lot worse condition. You can see how shiny the base of the new one is versus the old one. They're both Leylands. They're both the exact same casting. I mean, oops, well, exact same. Now this one's a darker red, but this one's dirty, so it could supposed to be this color red. They had variations back then though, so, but they say the exact same thing. Made in England by Lesney, Matchbox Series number 10, pipe truck. Now this one looks like it has thicker paint on it. But to my knowledge, this is an original truck. I have a car on that one. Now I said these pipes go together, and they do. So I'll show that to you. Bunch of them here. Supposed to have one more, as we figured out there's 7 of these instead of 8. But there's my pipe there. If you were desperate, this could be a straw. You can blow air through them. Not a very practical use for these, but if, excuse me, if you were desperate for a straw, these would work. Let's put these on there the way they're supposed to go. Got a wide end, short end, or narrow end, wide end, narrow end. Then we do the opposite on this one. Short end, wide end. I just messed up my stack. And then a wide end there. So now I need one pipe, which I may have one pipe, instead of 8. Well, I need 8 for that one, but that one's all beat up anyway. So I finally have the pipe truck with the pipe. I should not be as excited about it as I am, but to me that's exciting. That's going to get its own video just because I'm excited about that. Now the Tootsie Toys, the rest of these are Tootsie Toys. Now we're going to show this one first because this is a Chevy C80. I don't know what they're calling this, but it's indeed a Chevy. Based on the C80s that I have seen, this is a C80. I actually drew one of these for a friend of mine who has one of these. His isn't a semi though. His is a flatbed, rollback flatbed that's long enough to haul 2 cars on. But anyway, this one just says Chevrolet. It says Tootsie Toy, Chicago, USA. So the front wheels, back wheels roll good. The front wheels are a little locked up. That's typical with these. Back wheels roll good. Got a purple trailer with a red truck. I don't know if these go together or not. But if you look on my channel for a video, it's probably called Keith Tohill's Really Cool Old Chevy Flatbed. Not a very descriptive video. I may have changed the title to what it actually is. A 68 Chevy C80. But I think it's like Keith Tohill's Chevy Flatbed truck or something. But whatever it is, if you want to see a real one of these C80s and compare the grill, you can. But this is indeed the grill that's on that truck. The grill says Chevrolet in the middle here. This one doesn't, but the real one does. And then the turn signals stick out from the sides of the fenders here. This looks like this could be a pipe truck as well. Oh yeah. They're a little shorter on this one, but those pipes are for that one. But this is probably more of a log truck or maybe one big pipe. I don't know. So since we have a Chevy, we have to have its mate. So we have a GMC here. Or Ford. I didn't look at that very well. I just kind of glanced at it. This one doesn't want to come apart. This die-cast is old. I don't want to break it. Yeah, that is a Ford. That's what I get for not looking at it very closely. I just saw that one. This one says Ford, and after seeing that, that's definitely a Ford. Let me get the GMC that I was thinking this was. I was thinking that was this GMC, and if you look at the grill, you can kind of see. The grill's about the same. It's more the hood's way different and the headlights are different. This Ford is this Ford. These are the same truck. Just this one's a lot bigger. That's what I get for not looking at something very close. So I'll put those back later. But this one just has a regular flatbed trailer. Hey, we have years on these. 1967. 1967. So this could be a 67 instead of a 68, but they did not change. throwing these poor trucks. Alright. Sometimes the Tootsies roll good, sometimes they don't. This is a Tootsie Toy Ranchero, is my guess. A Ford Ranchero? Doesn't say. That's my guess, is a Ford Ranchero. Because it's kind of a Ranchero El Camino type of vehicle. But I think this one's a Ranchero. This one says nothing on the bottom, but though it's definitely a Tootsie Toy. It has lots of characteristics of Tootsie Toy. And those wheels are definitely Tootsie Toy. So. And this is indeed a color that they used. I have a Ford pickup, a full-size truck that is this color. This is a definite Tootsie Toy color. Yeah, when I say full size, I mean like compared to a Ranchero, it would be a regular half-ton pickup. It's the same size, same scale as that. But I know what this is. This is one of those cab over Jeep trucks. Yep, there you go. That's all it says on this whole truck is Jeep truck. This is definitely a Tootsie Toy. There's that same purple color. I see it's missing the logs, but you can haul the truck that matches the trailer. Actually, it fits on there pretty good. So I always thought these Jeeps were cool. They're funny looking, but they're cool. This was Jeep's version of the Ford Econoline truck or a Chevy Corvair truck. Everybody looks at me funny when I say a Corvair truck. They made one. If you don't believe me, Google it. I don't know if that's the proper name for it. It probably had a special name, but I don't know the name. So I will just put that there. Oops, that has an address on it. I won't show that. And that's funny. That's not the address. That says Sebring, Florida. So that's not where I got these. So either that guy got these down there, or he lived down there at the time he got those. Anyway, let's go into this box, which I just noticed the sticker on this box says Choice Earrings. 50 cents. But now it has cars in it. I don't like to show addresses, but this is Bill and Sandy Lips, buying and selling antiques and collectibles. If you're in Montpelier, Indiana, and you want to see if they're open, call that phone number. I feel like giving addresses is kind of a private thing that not everybody on the internet needs to know. So this here will work really good for me for it's $10. It's an antique tool, so I didn't mind paying that. Will work really good for measuring axles when I work on these Hot Wheels cars. Like this one is in serious need. It's begging to be redone. And it's probably pitted really bad once I take the wire wheel to it. So, but anyway, if I want to change the wheels on a car, I gotta know how big the axle is. That's what I got these for, the axles and the wheels too. You can measure how big around the wheel is. Find one I can get the whole wheel on. And there you go, you can measure it that way. You know, nowadays they have digital versions of this same tool. But if the camera would focus, you can read the numbers okay. So I don't see any reason to have digital one. Wood one's cooler anyway. It's made by Stanley. Goes out pretty far. Well, I pulled it out. Go back in there. Well, we know it's not all stuck and goopy together, so that's good. Made in USA. Let's take this sticker off of here and try not to take any of the finish off of this wood. That worked a lot better than I thought it would. I thought it was going to leave a big spot. And on the back here, we have a regular ruler. Obviously, it's the same length as this, but there you go. So that can go in my toolbox after this video. So now, here's the Hot Wheels part of the haul video. Hot Wheels and Ertl and Tonka and some miscellaneous cars here. Oh, and I'm going to forget these if I don't show them now. Volkswagens. So we have the Baja Bug with the Hot Wheels livery on it. Nithaya? Is that what that name says up above the door? Put this in the light, maybe the camera will focus. Maybe it won't. I can't tap my screen and get the camera to focus because of this crummy tablet. Don't buy a Lenovo tablet. There's your recommendation of the day. So this one apparently is from 1997 or possibly 1998. There's your collector tip information. The VW bus, introduced in 1996 first edition series, is the heaviest Hot Wheels vehicle in the line. And I believe that. Because when they come back out with that Volkswagen van or bus, Volkswagen bus, they had some that the plastic was taped back onto the card. I mean, they pulled the glue came loose and they pulled off of the card. So this does not say what series it's in. Just says Baja Bug and then the collector number. Could be in the Hot Wheels series. It could be. I don't think this is a first edition. No, because Baja Bug came out before then. So it's 1983. But regardless of when this is from, or what series it is, there it is. Got another Baja Bug here. The name's up there. This is in the Dealer's Choice series. Got some cards on there. This is kind of like that series they have out right now. I got the Queen of Hearts van. It's really cool. I'll have to show that. I'll keep this out and show this in that video. Set the pace with this race ace. Obviously, that's an ace. You can read that fast fact. I wanted to tell you about the Volkswagen bus, so I have this neon pink California Custom. I'll have to dig it out. I'm not going to dig it out for this video, but I do have that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but last I remember, I think it has yellow wheels on it. Now, this is just a regular Volkswagen Bug. This is in the Biff Bam Boom series. Attack of the Giant Fly Swatter. I threw it against the camera. Kasplat. SWAT, thwack. And it probably says something different on the other side. You can see this one's new. I've never even heard of that series, so I don't have any of these other ones. This is from 1996. Here's your other cars in the series. There's that. Now I have two of the four that it mentions here. 1979 to 81 Hot Wheels Scene Machine van featured comic book scenes inside. The Captain America is in this drawer over here. I'm currently customizing it. The Hulk I will show you now so that you know what that means. It's pretty beat up, yeah. But if you look in this circle here, you can see the Incredible Hulk. Let me zoom out. You can see the Incredible Hulk probably Hulk smashing something. See the green thing in the middle? That's the Hulk. I'm trying to zoom into him, and it's not working very well. There he is. I'm right on him right now. Kind of hard to see, but it's there. So I wish they'd do this again now that, the pictures are better now. That'd be a pretty cool series to come back out with. And I'm sure they'd market it like they just came up with it. 'Cause that's how Hot Wheels works. So let's get into this haul video. I'll stop blabbing. Looks like an 8 crate, right? Yeah, this is 8 crate. I'll zoom out and adjust our lighting. So this is a really cool paint scheme for this one. The black with the charcoal, and then the purple windows just kind of put it all together. Really cool. Pretty cool car. Obviously, these aren't going on the turntable. I'm not putting every single one of these on the turntable, especially with as long as I've blabbed. This video would be an hour and a half long. This dump truck, I only bought this because I have one out. It's out in the garage, right in my toolbox. I guess because I felt like putting it in there. But it's almost all gray. All the black paints came off of it. But I had this truck when I was a little kid, like 2. And I still have it. It's sitting out in the toolbox. But I saw this one, in really good condition. Doesn't look like it's ever been played with. So I bought it just because I was like, oh, I have that, but mine's all beat up. So this one would look better in a stop motion movie than the other one. Still doesn't have the little box. You can see it's got a box. It drives up to the dumpster. The forklift picks up the dumpster and dumps it in the back of the truck. And then the dump truck dumps it. So unfortunately, no box. I don't even know if these came with the box or not. But that would be my assumption, is that they do. Especially with this plus sign in there. That the box probably snapped into the back of that over that little plus. But I always thought this truck was cool with the forklifts that extended out from the front of the truck. These wheels are in good shape. Usually the chrome's all rubbed off of them. Usually they're black. Just says trash truck. 2001 Matchbox trash truck. So I bought that more for a personal matter than because I wouldn't have bought that normally, but I think this is a Nomura. Yeah. See that NT? That's Toys Nomura, which were made in Japan. Now this one's bent, mashed down right there. It's probably been stepped on. But they still wheels still roll. That's good. A little Omura police car here. The litho on it's pretty good. It's not all faded out or rubbed off. It's not all rusty either. I have one of these tin cars has a rust hole in it. It's got a little runny spot right there. But other than that, it's in good shape. Other than this. The paint's in good shape, maybe I should say. So then we have the Nissan pickup here with the hot rod engine in the back. I forget what they called this, but it's a Nissan truck. Sandstorm. Davis. I can't see what it says. Davis something. We've got JT Motorsport. Got a great big engine in the bed of this thing. Big 4-wheel drive tires on it. And a white interior. Yeah, let's go mudding in a truck with a white interior. That sounds like a terrible idea. We have the Baja Breaker. One that's in terrible condition. This was the one that the package said opening hood, and the hood did not open. See, the hood's cast in there. This is the recast of this. The original version of the Baja Breaker had a plastic hood, and it opened up. This one's had been in a battle with water. You can see how corroded the paint is on this one. It's like sandpaper. This is going to be a challenge for me to redo this one. I'm going to have to pull the axles out and... Man. This isn't a wire wheel at primer and paint. This is going to be a lot of... like filler and sand to get this part back smooth. But I'm up for it. I have this truck in the package, a good one. That's what it's supposed to look like. It's still pretty ugly with that purple and yellow. Doesn't look as bad as this one though. And I just did a Ford Aerostar that had this same decal on it. Except that Aerostar is now Storm Gray, which is actually a GM color. But you know that story. So here it is. And there it goes. Oh, sand fell out of it. That means it's been full of sand. That one's going to be a challenge. Got an old Matchbox here, the Mazda. Wide body Mazda with the ground effects on it. What model was this? An RX-7. 82. This one's got the metal base on it. I always thought these wheels looked like they were just a bit too small. Because you could look through the whole car with these wheels. It was a nice looking casting though. Just the wheels were too small. So I also, like always, if I see some parts vehicles, I buy them. Got a Ford truck here. Missing a tire. I might have a tire for it. If I don't have a tire for it, I have some more of these that could probably use better wheels. Or I may just keep it like it is and stick different wheels on it. Because it is a nice model. But anyway, this is made by Racing Champions. This is a 97 Ford F-150. This is the step side model. This era of step sides were a joke though. My cousin has one of these. It's got the extended cab on it, but these These beds were so short, and they weren't a traditional step side. You had to really stick your foot up there to call it a step side. It's not like the classic step side. You lift your foot like a step and step on it. This one, you feel like you're climbing over the side of the truck. But the hood opens on it. And it's got some pretty good details on it, as to be expected with racing champions. Tailgate drops down. Missing a tire. Other than that, it's in good shape though. Nice shiny base on it. 96 set, issue number 2. Let's look at our other Ford. I think this is the exact same truck without a tailgate. I'll stick the tailgate from that one on this one. Then this one has a tailgate, because then this one's complete. This one's a little nicer anyway. This is the hot rod. Hot rod number 5. So this was in the Hot Rod Magazine series. Different motor in that one. Whoops, sorry. Different motor in that one. Same emblems and all that on there. 4x4. It's got Goodyear tires on it. Yeah, so I'll stick the tailgate from this on here, and that'll be better. So, moving from the Ford step sides to a Chevy step side. Got the 55, 56 Ford. I forget what year this is. Now, I have one of these, but it's always a good custom, you know. It's not in too bad a shape, but I have one of these that's pretty mint. So. I'm sure you guys have seen that one before, so I won't spend a lot of time on that one. Got the Hot Wheels like drag racing S10. I don't know exactly what they called it. 1998 Pro Stock S10. Chevy S10. Yeah. Pro truck. I always thought this was a cool model. I had one similar to this. I have this casting, but a different paint job from when I was a little kid. I always thought this was a cool truck. Then we have the 37 Bugatti from Hot Wheels. See, some of them I know right off the bat. There you go, 37 Bugatti. They came out with this around 1980, and that's probably about right. This has the white wall tires on it, and it's all metal, and just kind of going by the way it's made, I'd say that's probably about right. It's missing a headlight, but I figured out how to make headlights for these. For the Bugatti specifically. So, I'm out of the little Google eyes that I use. I take the black pupil, as you would call it, out of the Google eye. And sometimes I use the clear part. On these, I use the clear part of those itty bitty Google eyes, you know, that are like this big around. They match these headlights pretty good. Little dirty, but not in too bad a shape. Got a light bar for a police car. He just gave me that, which I'm glad, because I didn't really want to pay anything for it. Got a special matchbox here, and I figured out what series this was from, and then I forgot. Maybe this was a Matchbox Premium or something like that. Anyway, one of the nicer ones. This is the Ferrari F40 from 1988. It's got rubber tires on it, rubber Goodyear tires. Someone has mashed the wing down a little bit. But this is more detailed than a normal Matchbox. Yeah, the engine's detailed. The if I don't drop it, And if the camera focuses, it's got red and black seats in it. There you can kind of see. It's got the Ferrari logo on the hood and white headlights. Got a Mustang, a special Mustang. This is the 35th anniversary of Mustang. So what is this then? A 99. 99 Mustang. Got the red, white, and blue stripes on it. I guess that's part of the Mustang logo, isn't it? I should know that. My grandpa has a Mustang. But anyway, this is a cool one. I don't have this model, so I thought I'd pick it up. We have a GMC tow truck with the Adventures of Jimmy Neutron on the side of it. I forgot that was a show. I mean, I didn't forget that was a show, but like, it's been a minute since I thought about that. I'll say that. It has been a while. But you can see the boom. It's not really springy like the old tow trucks or the breakdown van that Matchbox had, but it does raise and lower a little bit. They came back out with this GMC. What is this? 87? Yeah, 87. And the boom stationary and the hook stationary. I didn't care for the hook being stationary. I like the swinging around hook on it. But I like tow trucks, so I bought this one. And I know how to take that silly decal off of there. I'll probably keep the stripes on there, though. I like the caution stripes. 87 GM record. The one I just dropped. There you can see it says GMC. There's another Matchbox truck here. This was made for McDonald's. This was the Dodge Dakota Marshall truck. I have the back end of one of these that I made into a trailer because the truck broke in half. It came from the junkyard and I think it had a split. The casting split right down the where the cab and the bed meet up. Somebody's cut the spotlights off of the top of this, the KC lights. But it's got the Marshall decals on it. This one's in so much better shape than the truck I had ever was. I have a few of these Dakotas. Put a custom paint job on one. Look good. This one's in real good shape though, other than the lights. I may take this apart and put good lights in. I have a set of good lights for this truck. Looks like one more Matchbox and then we're down to some oddball. A little Matchbox four-wheeler here. This is a Honda because it looks like my dad's. My dad has a little Honda four-wheeler that looks like this. He made a little mouth that he welded on right here. It looks like it's, got like a mouth full of teeth, kind of like a shark. This just says four-wheeler. I'm going to say it's a Honda. Not 1/64th scale, though. If this was 1/64th scale, this would fit in the back of one of these trucks here. Fits in the back of a bigger truck. What's it say? Sometimes they give a scale. 1998 four-wheeler. Oh, it's 1/37th scale. I'll give it that. That's close. Just like these wheels. So I'd never seen this casting before from Matchbox, so I like that. Look at a truck that's probably about the same scale, maybe a little bigger. This is made by Road Champs. This is, of course, a Chevy 3100, a C3100. The 3100 was the half-ton truck. And the 3800 was the bigger truck. Missing a headlight and a mirror. The mirror just like broke off. It's got the mirror mount, just no mirror. Missing the spare tire, missing the tailgate. And somehow someone managed to break out one of the corner windows. This is a 5-window truck. It's got the trailer hitch though. Oh. It's got red here, like maybe it had tail lights on it, or one tail light on it at least. I'm just seeing one. On occasion, that was true. I thought the Chevys had two tail lights. If I said headlight, I meant tail light. It is missing a headlight though. So you can see it needs work on, but from what I can see inside the truck, that's not going to be very hard to fix. It just needs a little bath and a little tune-up, let's say. One more Hot Wheels here. I don't know what movie this is from, but this was made for McDonald's. The white tires are throwing me off. It doesn't say anything informational on the bottom. It says Hot Wheels 1993 Mattel Inc. China CW Chinese. Or however you say China in that language. It's got the triangular head screws on it. The base, obviously, you can tell is metal, which is the same part as the grille and the back bumper. It's a nice little convertible. I believe this is a Cadillac. The reason I say it's made from McDonald's, other than it's got lots of characteristics as a Hot Wheels made for McDonald's. It's got the M. You could see it if my camera would focus. There. If I hide the background, it seems to focus better. But there, you can see the M on the license plate. Yeah, so if you know what movie this is from, please tell me. You can see the wheels are aged a little bit. They're supposed to be white, and it's got some yellow spots on them. Give me information on that if you know. Because I'm not sure what movie that's from. Or if it's even from a movie. This is probably a Racing Champions. Yeah, Racing Champions, Chevy, Chevelle, Super Sport. Missing the mirror. Looks like somebody purposely tore it off. It's got a big gash in the door. It's got a vinyl top on it. Really detailed engine for a little car. Of course, I've been looking at Hot Wheels for a half hour, so Racing Champions looks pretty detailed. Nice stripes on it. Again, this one needs a bath, but they all probably need a bath. They're all a little dirty, but that's alright. Got a white interior in there. Rolls good. I wasn't sure if it'd roll good. It seemed like the wheels were too close to the body. Got some Erdls here. Got the great big, really cool International. This one's in good shape. My other ones are kind of beat up. Now we have the Dairy Co-op with a real brand on there. Real. See? It's an actual brand, not just some made-up brand that Erdl made up. Got a trailer hitch on it. Really shiny base on it. The tires aren't all wore out. I don't think this was played with much. Paint's not chipped up too bad. It's got a few spots on it. Pretty cool tanker though. I've got one of those. I forget what the other one is. It may be a fuel truck of some kind. Then we have a newer Ertl tanker here, pretty much the truck that replaced this one. Because I went from the International to the Ford. This, as you can see, is the Ford. And it's made a little cheaper. The cab's plastic and the base is, well, the black part of the base is metal. This is more of what I would say would be my era of Ertls. This is probably a 90s truck, so a little bit before my time. Whoops. I was born in 03, so this one's probably made about the time I was born. They still make this model though, with these wheels, so this could be a lot newer, but it's definitely newer than the other one. Got a little trailer hitch on it too. This one doesn't say what it is. It's probably a fertilizer truck. Speaking of farm equipment, got some Tonkas here. Oh, we have a crack up that's hiding back there. Got a Tonka Ford, probably 350, F350 Ford, and these have the old style Maisto Tonka wheels on them. These are the wheels that I like better than the ones they have now, but they don't make these wheels anymore. So unfortunately, this truck and this truck are going to give up their front wheels to a truck that I need these wheels for. And I'll just put different front wheels on them. They don't have to match. I'm not worried about them matching. But both of these trucks match. Billing Farm. Their grain truck. It's got the chute that comes out and spins around. Okay, Farm Seeds. It's a seed truck. What'd I say? It's a grain truck. Whatever. We Deliver. No trailer hitches on these. Same truck here. My camera's not showing. The plastic on these is kind of yellowed a little bit. It's not really showing up though. This one has the chute that spins around on it too. Look at this crack up that was hiding. Turbo. I have one of these already. It's a crack up. It's red with flames on it. And I think it must just be common for this back window was the part that held the piece in place. And it must just be common for that plastic to break off. Because both of them are broke off. Now, this is funny. I just noticed it on this one. The good side says nice on the license plate. The bad side says it didn't say bad. What's it say? Well, it was funny when I could read it. R-A-N-O. Rano. I bet that says ram. You know, ram. You rammed into the back of it. You rear-ended the car. So I always thought these crack-ups were cool. My favorite one being the police car. I don't have that one though. I don't think. A buddy of mine does, or he did. Hot Wheels here, the Tropicana juice truck. That orange is really faded out. This one's not in the best shape, but you can still read it. This one's on the MAN platform. These are either a MAN or a DAF. They're one of those two. They're foreign. Those are foreign truck brands if you're not familiar with what I'm talking about. And one more bus here, one more truck here. This is a bus. Now this isn't actually a toy. This is a ceramic bus. Village School Bus, number 56, and then somebody wrote Sandy's bus. There was a whole box full of buses that I was gonna buy, and then I thought, why do I need 12 buses? So I didn't buy it. So the mirror on this actually is it is adjustable. See, it turns just like a real mirror. So this is ceramic, so this just kind of sits on the shelf. You know, it's a decoration. D56. It's got the chrome windshield wiper brackets and the chrome hood ornament and bumper. Cute little gift, you know, like if you wanted to give a gift to your bus driver, you know. That's probably what these were made for. I like the wheels on it. Not sure what they're made out of. Maybe it's got rubber tires on it. I suppose those wheels are plastic. Classic Cars Department 56. That's what the 56 is. Oh, Department 56. Okay. Is the brand. Classic Cars would be the series this is in, because this is definitely a old school bus, maybe like a 50s school bus, maybe. Personalized bus. Not a toy. Decorative article. Which stands to reason a little kid would shatter this within 5 seconds, probably. If you drop this on the floor, it's done. You know, it's just a ceramic bus. It's cool, though. And so I thought I'd buy it. And I didn't want some little kid to come along and buy it and 5 minutes later it's broke. So I bought it. So there's the end of the haul video. Obviously I'm tired because I probably blabbed on about stuff for quite a while. So like, comment, subscribe for more. If you haven't checked out part 1 of this video, go ahead and check it out. If you like the video, you know, comment down below what you thought. What was your favorite car? You know, have a good day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.